What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I am coming at you from the TA in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Just got done dropping off my load earlier today. Let me take a look at who this receiver was in case you happen to be coming out here. It's a nice little place to pick up or deliver, excuse me. Gordon in Brighton, Michigan. Nice little place to pick up. Just got done delivering there. Had an appointment for 0900 and got a pre-plan that's picking up tomorrow at 5 p.m. So I got a good time to relax, can go to sleep tonight without having to worry about alarms or anything like that. So that's always a plus. Now I think the load might be ready, but the load delivers at 0300 the next morning, so no reason for me to be fighting through traffic or anything like that. I'll just pick it up. If anything, I want to push my pickup out later because my pickup is 5 p.m. You know, so I'm gonna have to find some time to waste in between there because I don't think that the shipper opens their gates till like midnight or 1 o'clock, so I'll have to find a fuel island to kind of chill in on my way out there. But you know, I done a video and I was talking about being prepared, and a lot of drivers that are in this industry just aren't really prepared. And you know, when I'm saying this, I almost don't want people to think about it or think about what I'm saying is being preachy or I'm preaching or anything like that. I'll tell you what, the only reason that I'm prepared now is because of the failure that I had back in the past. And going through that failure really made me dial in things and make me understand what it really means to be prepared. And that means personal-wise, business-wise. You know, personal-wise, I came out of that and I said, you know what? No debt. No consumer debt. No auto loan debt. Housing is one thing. I'll do that. But, you know, we're going to keep it lean on that side. And then on the business side, we're going to save as much money as we can. So when we're going through downturns like this, we can make our way through it. And I think that if we can take something positive out of this, and I said it before and people kept saying I was stupid, the best time to get into this business is a time like this. If your business plan can thrive in a market like this, when things get better, it's off to the races. The problem is nobody wants to struggle. Nobody wants to go through all this. And, you know, for the people that are going to fail right now, this is a perfect learning experience. I mean, maybe if you're going through it too late in life, like I'm not sure I could take a failure right now, this late in life. But if you're like young, and I'm going to call anybody that's under 35 young. Hold on a second. I got Blue Beacon over here for some reason. What's up?
You haven't just got a wash?
Yeah.
Yeah, on truck and trailer?
Yep.
You mind if we took a look around and see what this is?
Yeah, feel free.
Appreciate it.
Hey, you guys did a good job, though. If you guys are walking around.
That's why we're over. We gotta check if there's anything.
All right. Hey, if you want, they left the load lock all the way at the front of the trailer. If you want to hop back in, I'm joking.
I would have done it.
All right, man. So, I forgot my point. Really, my point is, if you take this time and you're young enough to fail and kind of come back, now is not a bad time to fail if you're in the right position, because you are going to be stronger later. You know what I disagree with is I disagree with all these truck drivers that are out here talking about they're going to go on hunger strikes and protests like they're Nelson Mandela or some shit up here. because they want broker transparency and all that kind of stuff. It's a free market. And I think that people fail to realize that. And what's going to happen is, well, here's what happened in the first place. The rates were good. Everybody was killing it. And, you know, like companies like Prime and, you know, Swift and all those companies maybe were doing slightly better, but they weren't like killing it. But, you know, you had everybody out here bragging about how much money they were making. And then as soon as the market turned, now all of a sudden they need broker transparency and all this. That's a slippery slope that you don't want to go down. As soon as you have transparency and all that kind of stuff, that knife cuts both ways. So all those $5 a mile loads that you were getting back when things were good, you can kiss those. As soon as there's regulation, you can kiss that goodbye. So understand how to live in a free market. You know, because that's like going to a grocery store and them telling you how much they paid for every item in the store, and then you gonna sit out there and negotiate based on what they paid for it. That's wrong. Same thing with car sales, same thing with, you know, mortgage rate, same thing with a lot of different things. So I think it's these guys from the Blue Beacon came next door to the TA to inspect trucks that were washed over there. So they're taking a walk around on my truck. So we'll see. So anyway, my main point is the reason that I'm prepared is because I failed. So if anybody's going through this and they're failing, it's kind of like what they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And some people don't have the foresight to see that, and those that do will be able to gain something out of this experience. So that is what's going on. As far as an update personal wise, I had a killer week last week. I think I need to start, and I'm talking personally, I might have to, you know, do a Grammy speech and thank everybody that had a part in me having a killer week. And this was a killer week by like any standards, like regardless of year or any of that kind of stuff. I do think I got lucky on a couple different things. I got lucky actually these last 2 weeks. As far as me personally, I've got pretty lucky. I've been in places that were traditional deadhead out of places, at least recently. Utah being one, California as a solo driver being another one. And got good loads out of there, and then set up on good loads after that. I don't know how many miles I drove, but it was quite a few miles. So now I'm running on recaps, which is beautiful. I'm in the area I want to be in. And if I could just stay in this Midwest, you know, my hours, you know, I'm starting to get some big, huge recaps back, so I may not be able to do it. But if I could just stay in this the cocoon of the Midwest, I'll be happy. You know, I'm going to Wisconsin. I like that little run that kind of bounces you back and forth between like either Wisconsin and then back to like Michigan and down to like Illinois, back up. You know, I just like that little bouncing around area. And I got lucky. You know, me running the way I run. If I was out here rationing hours like people talk about doing, they try to give me a load to Oregon. I didn't assume that the weather was going to be as bad as it is up there right now, but I ended up turning that load down just because of my hours. Had I taken that load, I might not have had the week that I had. Anyway, I'm just looking at my little afro up here. We are... Damn, where's my pick at? Pissing me off. Anyway, got my afro out here like I'm Artist Gilmore for the San Antonio Spurs back in the 70s. Not quite. I probably need to get out to about here for that, but when my hair gets this long, you know I've been out a while. And one thing, anybody that knows me, is I'm going to do whatever it takes to get back on track. Because I've been going through it for a while. And whatever it takes to get on track, that's what I'm going to do. So when I should be good to go now that everything's kind of clicking. That's about it. Really just some random thoughts, but I do appreciate you guys stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation and listening to my random thoughts. As always, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.